Hi, I'm Dan Barbeau, your host for Indigo Shindig, the show that features singer-songwriters you should be hearing. Today we're here with Kevin Radley, Dr. Kevin Radley. So we've known each other a while, right?
Yeah, we had.
I recall that when we first met, you told me you were an intuitive player, and just the other night I finally looked that up about 4 years later now, and now I realize why you can play the same song 12 different ways. But why don't you tell us about that?
Well, I guess just by playing by myself for a real long time, you get creative, and there's no, I also have a certain kind of background where instinct and intuition were sort of, a way of thinking about an idea and how to pursue that, and also keep it open. And what do you discover when you sort of use your intuition or your instincts?
Sure. And you're a belter, a loud man when you sing.
Yeah. I've been known.
How much of that comes from the blues tradition? And
It definitely comes out of blues, gospel, and other singers inform, I think, every singer. There's a kind of history behind those singers. So, and I like hitting kind of big notes. I don't know if they're always accurate. And then a few years ago, singing from a diaphragm and sort of helped me sort of relax when I sing.
sure.
I don't do it. I just do it hopefully when it's necessary.
So you've said to me on more than one occasion, I got to sit down and put in some work and write a song. And I write a song when I'm inspired to write a song. So it could be 6 months between songs. But you actually sit down and set to it as if it's work, or what's your process for approaching that?
I'm very intuitive. I try to. Sometimes it's like you're just playing an instrument, and suddenly the instrument or set of chords become a melody and a line and an idea, and then you sort of start pursuing that. And sometimes it flatlines. You get a great introduction. There's a couple songs that have great introductions, but have really yet to take off. Sometimes it's, in 20 seconds you start writing down and following it. I could be more disciplined with that. Carry a little book.
Now, I like something you said recently about sound and tone and lyrics and songs being bendable and shapeable. And
Yeah, again, I come from this sort of visual arts background, and so somebody once said that an artist's mind is like archival. You're always packing in information and ideas. And I just made it simpler. Rather than using materials, I end up using words. So the words become like found objects. And you start collecting them and shaping them into a lyric. And sometimes you can bend them and shape them or invent them. And, so that's kind of fun, being able to look at that. And it gets exciting, to be able to suddenly see the pattern turn into a song.
sure. Do you do a lot of collaboration as far as songwriting?
With my influences, yeah. Sure. But I've started to collaborate with another singer, and that's been exciting. And because the collaboration is, sometimes the artists are sort of isolated, when a lot of times they're very much in collaboration with other artists. I mean, the community of the artists is really important. And so that's beginning to do that, and it's refreshing. And hopefully the fists don't fly and nobody gets really too pissed off. So, yeah.
And you were a teacher?
Yeah. I was an adjunct professor at the University of California, Berkeley for 17 years.
And from what I've noticed, that that teacher mentality, that ability to mentor people, is kind of crossed over into music with your open mics and.
Yeah, I mean, I think as an artist, I always liked what I did. More excitingly, I got to be someone who wanted to get something to happen, and so I started curating exhibitions and working with people, and I started a language series and on poetry when no one really wanted to pay attention to that. And, and I did that in school because my role was to sort of try to get these guys to, find their ideas, trust their instincts, implement them, and make a practice. And then when I retired a few years ago, I just had, I kept doing it by
Yeah.
involving myself with musical ideas. I run an open mic over in Benicia. And matter of fact, we have a show tomorrow night. Ali Afzoon, which is a Middle Eastern band. And
Yeah, I saw that ad.
yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to have belly dancers and the whole 9 yards. It's going to be wonderful.
You
having-
just sold me with the
Well,
belly
there you
dancers.
go. Yeah. Nathan and Rose Carver are in the band, and they're just terrific people. And it's wonderful to be able to see people stand up and try themselves out in front of the public.
All right. The cigar box guitar, which you haven't brought today, but it's kind of a signature instrument for you. I have not seen anybody playing that around here, and I love the authenticity of the sound. It's like putting on an old 78 and listening
Yeah.
to some rare recording. And that's a vinyl record for you kids. The 10-inch variety, so you will never have seen it. But tell me about that guitar. How'd you start playing that?
Like a lot of things, there's always an accident that starts something. And so, I was on eBay buying some guitar. I have like 14 guitars. And a little pop-up said, "You might like this." And I saw it and I said, "Hell yeah, I like that." And so I bought it and I came home and it's a 3-string. I have 2 of them. 3-string, and it's just a little cigar box with a neck. And it's the earliest form of folk homemade guitars around turn of the century. It just has this incredible sound to it, and then I wrote 2 songs like in a day.
So what are you doing now? What gigs you got coming up?
We've been playing Winters, California. The people have really been really wonderful. A place called Rootstock. It's a really great place. Wonderful people. They've been very supportive. We're playing a really incredible event called Porch Fest, which is in Napa. And it's a place where it's a day-long festival where people open up their porches and their front yards and their businesses, and bands come and play. And it's free and it's exhilarating. We have a great time playing that. And then Gallery Locale, it's on the 2nd. I'm doing, it's an artist reception for a project called Camp Art Scene. And so I'm going to be playing some songs there. 3 sections.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then on the web, where can people find you?
I have a band called Duke30, Deux K30. It's my friend Keith Jordan and I. We've played together. There's a great singer that plays with us as well. Really fabulous singer. And we're on Facebook. And we have a scratch CD that we sort of hand out to people.
Sure.
Looking forward to getting more recording and more presence. So, Facebook, do K30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kevin Radley, thanks for being on Indigo Shindig.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. It's a great pleasure. Absolutely.
Indigo Shindig proudly presents Kevin Radley.
I've been lifted up, shaken out, taken so far away, shaken down and broken out. Suddenly I can say that it's you. shape the blues in me. It's a jazz refrain and the southern rain. Roll deep inside, it's a change of hope and a rope of dope that keeps me satisfied. And it's you, baby, it's you. Shape the blues in me. Shape the blues in me. Only the hopeless, only the babe, only the realize that calls out my name. You know I love you, baby, even as the world goes insane. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Whoa, it's every day. Happenstance, take the love that we find. It's a bursting rose of the Holy Ghost. It keeps me satisfied, and it's you. Yeah, baby, it's you. Shape the blues in me. In me. In me. In me. Shapes the blues in me.